What's the song that goes doodle 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 doo?
Oh.
That's Yankee Doodle. Are you...
Why would you ask it?
No, what's the song that goes doodle 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 doodle?
I can't quite make out the tune you're humming.
Have you ever had that work?
No, you know the song, My Name is Clegg and I've got one leg climbing up.
Jesus Christ. What's the song that goes beep 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 beep.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the Autopod Decepticast, your bi-weekly podcast that delivers an episode-by-episode breakdown of the Beast Wars series. Are you into that Beast Wars series? Then you would be into us. This is our episode number 257, where we are covering the Beast Wars episode entitled Maximal No More, airing November 23rd, 1997. This is your host, Aaron. And with me, you're going to meet my hosts on the show tonight. With me are the Statler and Waldorf, to my very own Kermit the Frog. Please introduce yourselves, fellas.
I just spilled some drink. I'm Caleb.
Well, look at this guy who doesn't know how to use drinks. He threw half a drink into a box like a fucking dildo.
Ryan's in character, but now I feel like Caleb is Kermit the Frog, so I need to be... Which one are you, Statler or Waldorf?
It's Waldorf. You dumb idiot.
Well, they were very pun-based insults,
They were.
usually.
I was not prepared for puns yet, but like I don't have a good setup.
Okay, welcome to the show, guys.
Glad to be here.
Had a drink, more like cad a drink. You cad?
No, it's like, had a drink, more like, you stink.
There you go. Oh! Caleb, I heard more like lame-up.
Your version of the character has a bit of a
Southern accent, I
redneck
know.
twist.
It does a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not pre-fed these characters. This is just off the dome.
They're working through you divinely. Welcome to the show, everybody. This is the Autopod Decepticast. That's an example of the fine intros that you
can expect.
Yeah, that's the APDC promises we like to say. Intros always prioritized and pre-prepared. We talked a lot last episode. What's going on in your all's life?
Same thing as last episode.
I did actually make a note. I did make a note that Wes and I watched this wild movie last night. It was a Lifetime movie starring Billy Zane.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys remember this person or not, but it was called Devil on Campus, the Larry Ray story.
Oh, he was quite the devil.
You know who it is?
No. He was on camp.
Oh, this was not that long ago, but he was a father, and he moved in to his daughter's, basically her dorm at Sarah Lawrence in the early aughts, I think, and basically became like a mini cult leader. This is very famous.
Did he was he there to hook up with college students?
No, he was there to milk them out of money and sex traffic them.
Oh.
But also, it seems like he may have fucked a few of them. But the movie we watched, it's because I was like, is that Billy Zane? And his name came up on the credits.
And he's the dad?
Yeah, he plays.
You couldn't recognize him?
No, I recognized him immediately is what I'm saying.
Then why are you asking?
Because it just was such a weird, it just was a weird idea.
I gotcha.
And I think it's hard to tell. I didn't look it up, but it's either his accent in it is very specific. And the thing we kept running up against is this story is awful because it is about a cult. It's basically about a cult leader who has 7 students, and this goes on for 8 years. Barry Rocktario and the Anthill Kids, if you want to go look that up, except that was Canada. But anyway, so he has this accent in the movie that may be accurate, but is also hilarious. And also, they play it. Billy Zane is so. He was
Terrible?
physically. He's great. I love Billy
Billy
Zane.
Zane's
what the
awesome.
fuck are you talking about?
I
Yeah.
thought Billy Zane was universally hated.
No.
You're completely wrong.
I always felt like he was.
Don't
but
talk.
No,
Hey, don't.
You're wrong.
This is a me thing.
He's a cool guy.
He's amazing. He's amazing in everything. Demon Knight, so good. But he has a certain, aside from Titanic, where he is threatening, I do feel like he's scary in Titanic. He has a certain physicality about him and a way of delivering things that is, while menacing, also kind of funny.
Yeah.
And so the movie has a weird tone.
But it sounds like it's unintentionally funny.
Yes, but
I think he's self-aware.
it's hard to tell in this movie. I think it was just not directed very well. It's a Lifetime movie. I think it was just not directed very well, and they let Billy Zane do whatever he wanted, and this is what he wanted, and it was kind of like he is doing a good job, but the way it's cut together and the way they just let him roll, I think in some places there's a comedic aspect.
It all goes back to Zoolander, I think,
How so?
because there's a scene in Zoolander where Billy Zane,
Billy Zane thing.
Yeah, listen to your friend Billy Zane. He's a cool dude.
Sure. Anyway,
No.
You're saying that's why he's a cool dude is because they refer to him as a cool dude.
I'm saying that's why there's this like weird there's a quirkiness, comedic element to his seriousness, is because in Zoolander he plays a part, and then like he is in a certain friend group with Zoolander, and then he's kind of backing up Zoolander when Owen Wilson's character is giving him shit. And Billy Zane says something, and Owen Wilson goes, "You should listen to your friend Billy Zane. He's a cool dude."
I don't see how that translates into his acting style outside of the character he's
though-
I
playing
think it's
himself
actually
in the
a
movie.
play. I feel like
it's a play on himself in the movie.
Well, I think it is kind of there's
this
an
was a-
understanding that Billy Zane is sort of a B-level actor that
Yes.
has been in some A movies.
Yes, and this was definitely a play. This was definitely an acknowledgement. That line was definitely an acknowledgement to that.
Yeah. Yeah, I respect
I-
that.
I'm not coming along on this journey at all.
Okay, let's go on yours. Let's go.
Billy Zane, wacky accent, but it's not his fault. It's the director's fault.
I'm
And
just agreeing with everybody here.
I watched I think I've talked about this on the show, so I'm sorry if this is repetitive, but my brother-in-law, Derek, he was able to somehow get a copy of a Billy Zane movie that hadn't come out yet. It was a screener, and our job was to watch it and provide feedback on it.
Okay.
And we got this screener. We sat down, the four of us, Derek, my sister-in-law, Melody, and me.
And Billy Zane. Oh.
And Billy Zane was there. Did you like my movie, guys? I hope you liked my movie. Anyway, it was a terrible movie. It was Hallmark-esque, but it was about this Latino family that I can't remember the dynamics. It was a little while ago, but they were horse dancing is, I guess, part
That's
of
a
maybe
thing.
some
I don't know this
some
movie,
aspects
but
of Latino
What's
culture.
horse dancing?
Horse dancing is exactly what it sounds like.
I picture it as a rodeo event.
It's like
But-
show. It's like a show thing.
It's kind of I don't know if they do it at rodeos, but it seems like a sub event that you might have at a rodeo where you have a rider and a horse.
Is he
but
a
the-
horse dancer?
No, his daughter is a horse dancer, but the horse they acquired is problematic in some way or another. But they
That's
had to
heartwarming.
they had to figure it out.
They had to overcome
They
the
had to
challenge of the horse
They
being
had
a
to figure
shitty.
it out, and then but it's just so bad.
For
and
the
I'm-
record, I do love Hallmark movies. I think Billy Zane is a good actor. For the record, I think he just makes weird choices. And after like the Phantom, do you remember the Phantom?
Yes.
I never watched it.
I didn't either. But after the Phantom was such a flop, I think he kind of got to be like Hollywood poison. So I think after
Was
that,
he the main character?
Yes.
That was his shot. I still love him.
And so now I think he's just working. Like I think he's just a
Yeah.
working actor. Like he's just doing whatever he needs to do.
He's a cool dude.
The movie we saw was called Centurion, the Dancing Stallion. Let's watch this.
I
ad.
don't know. That looks awesome.
No, this ad has no hook for me.
So this movie is about like horse dancing.
Yeah.
Not unlike the dance-off in Zoolander where Billy Zane is featured. Like it's a dance-off.
Sure.
So
That
I mean,
scene is actually replicated in this movie as an homage to Zoolander.
where you've got the overcoming adversity.
I don't
dance.
know.
You should listen to your friend Billy Zane. He's a cool dude.
I don't understand, Aaron. This movie looks awesome.
You watch it and have fun.
I think I will. Also, do you think Billy Zane didn't do a good job, or do you think it's just a bad movie?
No, it's a bad movie. Billy Zane is not a main character, as you can tell from the trailer. We don't care that much about him.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a bad movie.
I like
And
Billy
he's
Zane.
doing really bad movies because you got to make a buck.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna watch it, and then we'll see on
You
our
got
next
that
recording.
phantom poison, I guess.
I think that's what it was. I don't think Billy Zane's a bad actor.
Yeah.
No, I don't either.
I don't know. I just always thought it was kind of a joke, like a
No.
Hollywood joke. Billy Zane, like if you, the punchline to name an actor who is not very good and is in stuff, and you know who he is, and he's recognizable, but he's bad. And Billy Zane is the answer.
I
to
would
that.
consider Billy Zane to
No.
be a character. He's an actor that's good, but for whatever reason, he just ends up in bad movies.
because he's all right.
I like Billy
Wow,
Zane.
we're just not going to turn him around on this, Caleb. He just hates Billy Zane.
I don't think I've ever seen him in anything that I was like,
What about Titanic?
I'm sure, he's competent in Titanic.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Everybody has a good day.
A good day. Okay, well, we can stop litigating it.
I am curious what else he's been in. Hang on one moment, because I don't know that much of his canon. If I'm being
Demon
really-
Knight is a big role for him. He was great in Demon Knight. He plays such a fucking funny demon. It's awesome.
He played Marlon Brando. This actually makes sense in a movie called Waltzing with Brando in 2024. I could see he looks a little like Marlon
He
Brando.
does look like Marlon Brando.
All right. Well, I think we've litigated this enough, and I don't even know.
Wow, I didn't even mean to bring us down this path. I didn't expect all this Billy Zane hate coming from my left.
You guys are forgetting that he was in Tombstone.
That's right. That's right. He plays the actor in Tombstone.
Is he one of the cowboys?
No, he
he's
plays
an
the actor.
He's a thespian.
Yeah, he's
They're
the
like-
one who's
they're
like,
like-
on St. Crispin's
Yeah,
Day.
that's the prettiest man I ever
Prettiest
saw.
man I ever saw.
Yeah, it's Billy fucking Zane. Give the man
You're
some,
outvoted.
Give the man some. Give the man some respect.
Hey, you know who I will give respect to?
Who?
Our patrons.
Thank you.
We've got Alpha Magnus, Debbie.
Back to the Future too.
Yes, one of his first roles.
All right, there we go.
He was also part 1, I think, too.
Alpha Magnus, Debbie, Skeeter, Jeff the Pusher Man, Mike Seibert of Mike Seibert Radio, Bono, Michael Tremblett, Roop, Jonathan, Robinus Prime, Savubi Samurai, Chandler, Jay Soups, Matt from Louisville, Nick, the Toy Mad Dad, Ken Bachman, Maurice, Captain Alexis, James and Julia, Michael Ordway, Tim Dubs, Jason from Cracktastic Plastic, Thomas, Beatty Guns, Triclops, Optimal Alex, Simon, New Daniel, Seven the Chronicler, Argonus Prime, The Unknown Patron, Brian Jones, Autobot 1000, Zarmat, The Anonymous Patron, Burtica78, Johnny Utah, Derek, and Shadow Maximus. Thank you for your support of the show. You know, TFCon's happening very soon. Hopefully we bump into several. You know, I could see a world where we bump into Jason from Cracktastic Plastic.
Oh, yeah.
He's been at the Chicago shows.
100%.
Jet, would you whip us up a little something that makes us question our loyalty?
I don't mind if I do. I don't know why I did old man voice, but there it is.
For all of our enjoyment. Ryan.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Well, so today we have a variation on a corpse reviver cocktail, of which there are many recipes, all intended to be like a hair of the dog remedy. And if you don't know what that means, good for you, because it's the ludicrous term for drinking a hangover away, and I don't recommend this. Although it does make you feel better.
I tried to eat a hangover away a couple of days ago.
Yeah, all that pussy.
Yeah. I wish.
I wish. So the Corpse Survivor group of cocktails first appeared in 1861 in Punch magazine. Usually a corpse survivor has a strong spirit like gin or brandy with an herbal liqueur like vermouth. But this one is a pretty different version, and I saw it on Andres Ericsson's cocktail YouTube channel, which of course I'll post a video on our webpage. And it comes from the book Cafe Royal Cocktail Book by William J. Tarlington. And again, hey, a 1937 book. So this is the only one I've seen that has sparkling wine included. And for this cocktail, you will need 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of cognac, 1/4 ounce or 7 mils of grenadine, 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of fresh lemon juice, and 1/2 ounce of fresh orange juice, and then 3 ounces or 75 mils of dry sparkling wine. You add all those ingredients, save the sparkling wine, and shake with ice. Double strain into a chilled coupe or claret glass and top with the wine. No garnish.
No garnish. Maybe we'll get a little fizz.
Just a bell.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers over Aaron's computer. Oh, that's delicious.
That's very refreshing.
It is very refreshing. I can see this as like a waspy ass cocktail on like a veranda or like a horse dancing show.
Now all of a sudden I want to dive deeper into horse dancing. Is that specific to like Mexican culture?
I could see drinking this cocktail with Billy Zane. Billy Zane. If anybody there knows Billy Zane, we'd love to have him on the show.
I was at a party a long time ago.
No
in
way.
San Diego, and a lot of the people at this party. Saying the word industry party sounds really corny.
Well, how'd you get there?
fine.
What were you doing? Were you on work?
It was a work trip, but I had a cousin that lived there at the time, and his niece, who was a little younger than us, but generally our age, was dating a guy who was a fighter, and he lived in a house, and all of his roommates were cameramen and producers on television shows.
Yeah.
Like reality shows, from what I recall.
Okay.
And I recall talking about Billy Zane in a derisive way that I have been on this episode, and they all were against me as well.
Yeah.
But they were talking about Zane in a way that really made my eyes go to the back of my head. Like they knew him, and he's so cool, and like.
So you were off put.
I was off put by like this sort of weird Hollywood networky type of vibe that was happening there.
But
I see.
And
it's not Billy Zane's fault.
No, it isn't. It isn't. But I thought in my head, like, okay, these guys are all people in production for reality shows.
I understand.
And
Sounds like a Wes
and they're
Anderson
acting a
movie.
little bit pretentious. And then the actor that gets name dropped as somebody they kind of personally fuck with is Billy Zane. And I was like, well, what?
So you have okay. Yeah,
I have
okay.
a lot of bias involved, I
Dang.
guess, in my Billy Zane hatred. And you know
Wow.
what? Maybe I need to check myself.
Maybe you need to
I need to check
re-examine that.
myself. It's time for a Billy Zane check-in.
Oh man.
All right,
we
well,
should have Billy Zane
good
check-ins.
drink.
Right.
Good drink.
Yeah, this is delicious. It's really nice sipper. Like it's a cold drink, so this is one that I could see drinking this in the summer. It's gonna go down pretty fast.
Yeah, it's tasty. Is there any more over there? No.
Nope.
No. All right, well, we could do a recap.
Sure.
Sorry, I don't have enough old Western vibe in this recap.
Spread it out. Spread it out.
Megatron mobilizes his minions to carry out his malevolent machinations. Tarantulas twists and tugs, scheming slyly to sabotage from the shadows. Eight-legged minds tangle, wills wrangle, webs snap, and hiss in a battle of brains and bravado. Megatron's grand gambit stalls, while Tarantulas' treacherous threads spin steadily towards success.
No.
This time around, we have writer Patrick Berry and director Trenton Carlson to lay upon us the epic episode Maximal No More.
I wonder if he's related to Dave Barry,
The sweetly comedic
the humorist.
writer, New York Times contributor.
Floridian.
Is he a Floridian?
I think he lived in Florida for a long time.
Wonderful.
I have one of his books.
I had one too. I actually fucked with Dave Barry.
I
I
like
think
Dave
he
Barry.
would contribute at a time. That's I think where I would read his little essays.
Yeah, I
Oh my God, this is such a pretentious conversation. With dark minor chord synths and horns blaring and a little electric guitar, we open on the ominous looming dark side. The camera swings to a vectorized map, zooming out to reveal not just the ship's location, but the full constellation of Predicon installations. Overlay that with the patterns from the golden disc, and holy shit.
they match up
Yeah.
perfectly.
What is going on? Ryan, what's going on?
No, I
Yeah,
like this. So
I want to know.
the supposition that Megatron is playing the long game, like putting these things in place for some grand event based on what he knows about the golden discs, like he's moving towards something.
This is all being reviewed by friend of the show, Dinobot, or as I like to call him, Grimlock.
Yes.
He's on his new MacBook Pro with the M4 Max chip upgraded
I did note that it was a laptop.
to a 16-core neural engine, 128 gigabytes of unified memory, and he's watching it all unfold. Philosophical as ever, Dinobot mulls over Megatron's machinations. The stakes for Cybertron, the disc, and even himself is treason brewing. Is his fate tied to these threads?
Yeah, we get the
Some more Shakespeare speech.
some soliloquy.
I love it when he talks to himself.
Yeah, it's so I can't remember. I think it was Michael Andrews who proposed that maybe the way Megatron got Dinobot to join him in the first place was something that was on the golden discs that Megatron alluded to about Dinobot's future, and then sort of this is maybe been confirmed by Dinobot whenever he found the golden disc and stole them from the dark side. I don't know. I feel like whatever Dinobot gleaned from the discs has given him pause about what to do, which is kind of what this whole episode is about. And that maybe letting Megatron fulfill his plan is the best course of action, I think is what this whole episode is about.
I feel like Dinobot's ultimate desire is to control his destiny. And
Yeah.
has he actually read the information on the discs?
It's hard to say. Maybe because you might be right in that his ultimate destiny is to control himself. I think I read it as maybe he feels his destiny that as the way it plays out, is it the best for him or is it the best for everyone? I feel like he's making a choice of the better good for himself or the better good for everybody.
But by siding with the Predicons, in his mind, is that for himself or for everybody?
I think it's for everybody. But also, there is a component of wanting to know whether this has been preordained or whether there is free will, I guess.
Wow.
And did he potentially read on the discs that he defected?
I don't know, because he's at least analyzed them to the point where the Predicon outposts are mapped. He mapped them.
That's very surface level.
Yeah,
though.
I don't know.
Literally.
Like I said, I don't know.
Well, he doesn't have time to philosophize about it that much before he can go deeper. Primal FaceTimes in and sends Dinobot on a survey mission deep into Predicon territory. Save and close the file, and we flip over to a hilarious Mario Kart moment.
Dinobot riding Rattrap. It's always silly and never stops being silly.
Dinobot is riding him across the desert, bickering about leadership styles between factions. Maybe not bickering, that's too strong a word. Conversing, perhaps. That's what they're doing.
It does seem like it would be like the speed they're going at seems like it would be faster for Dinobot just to walk in Beast Mode.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll hold on my commentary till the end of the episode because it's pretty slow, yes. Silverbolt buzzes in. He's found a jamming station, but there's no Predicons around. So bolts back to a backup
It's
post.
a hold position, yeah.
While Dinobot and Rattrap charge. Charge is a strong word.
Yeah, they keep saying this is a stealth mission. Dinobot keeps saying it's a stealth mission, but literally being on top of each other like this is not really a great strategy because you can both be taken out at the same time, which we'll see in a bit when Inferno comes up under the ground. But
I just get Mino LaMancha vibes when I see that.
Dinobot riding Rattrap?
Mm-hmm.
Explain.
So you kind
Oh,
of...
the donkey?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
A lot
so
of
slow.
literary references in this episode.
It's so slow. We're smart. We're well read.
I also like it's teaming them up. They're in kind of an awkward situation, and they're working together towards a common goal.
Until blam! Fiery red inferno erupts from the ground, ambushing the duo. A traitor, a rat. Terror and chaos reign as Quickstripe creeps in from behind, aiming for Rattrap, but classic Western eye-wincing close-ups, and Rattrap draws, gunning Quickstrike, ultimately from a cliff.
It seems, yes, he slips off the cliff. It seems like almost everything Quickstrike says to another person is some weird innuendo. Like right here, so he says, I wouldn't want to backshoot a hot pistol like you.
You mean come all over his ass?
It just sounds sexy.
Inferno scores off a Dinobot, teeth and claws at the ready. Silverbolt dives in to help, but wham! A hidden Waspinator shoots him square in the rear. His scorched tush flips from the air into Dinobot. Both crash to the ground, KO'd. We now have 2/3 of the Maximals out cold. The
They really got the
Predicons
drop on him. For
claim
sure.
this battle. Victory for now is theirs.
How often does does Dinobot use his
Eye lasers?
eye lasers?
Pretty constantly.
A lot this episode, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we go to what I believe
Why
is
does
a
he
commercial break.
before he passes out? What is the benefit of him converting into his beast mode?
I don't know.
But he really makes a point to do that. So I'm just
Well, he
curious.
does have a beast mode that is pretty functional from a violence standpoint.
Sure.
But
That's true.
also, maybe he was feeling low on Energon. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. Whenever you transform, you regenerate your power.
Has there been I haven't noticed a big emphasis on at what point did they do away with the whole deal where...
The Energon overload?
Correct.
That was a couple episodes back after the quantum wave hit the planet. It transformed the Energon in the region. Either it eradicated it or transformed it into stable Energon cubes, so they no longer have to revert to beast mode in order to avoid Energon surge.
Okay.
Is that a total fact? Because I thought I
Yes.
read somewhere that the people, what are they called now? Transmetals?
Yes.
They don't have the same issue that the organics still might have. Like there might still be some latent Energon that would impact, say, Dinobot being in robot mode forever that has less of an impact on Rattrap.
Are they? Are
Well-
the writers thinking that in depth that they would have him transform into beast mode to prevent that?
They would.
I don't think that's what's happening here.
No, it's not. And also that theory, I don't know. We have not seen that yet, if that's true, because they literally say in the episode, I think it's not Aftermath, it's Coming to the Fusers Part. Well, maybe it's Aftermath or maybe it's Coming to the Fusers Part 1. But they literally say that all the Energon is stable in this area.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know about that supposition.
But even stable Energon might emit some radiation that is problematic. We'll have to see how it goes.
And I know it's
Well,
sometimes.
we
it's-
have
sometimes
not
I know
been
it's because of the show, but
I don't
just
think it's
interesting.
meaningful, except of maybe his plan to use his form to his advantage, as we'll see in a bit.
And we'll just have to keep watching to see if that even comes up ever again.
kinda-
And if it doesn't ever come up again,
Okay.
then we'll know. They can be in robot mode forever. We're back from commercial. Rattrap is missing, but Inferno tells Quickstrike to just let it lie. Inferno makes off with the unconscious body of Dinobot. Quickstrike waddles off, refusing to help Waspinator with Silverbolt, leaving the latter to struggle under this furry load.
Ew.
What?
Furry load just sounds like a turd wrapped in like cat hair.
That's better than where I thought you'd go with that when I wrote it. Hidden behind the rocks, Rattrap spots his chance.
Yeah.
Mimicking
I
he
love this.
flings a knockout device
If you want to
toward Waspinator. spins a little lie about how it will ease his labor. Waspinator hits the button and zap, down he goes, lights out.
I consider that really good voice actor flex.
I loved it. I loved it so much. Impersonating other voice actors' characters.
I think it's really cool.
I
when
liked
they do
it
that.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Party boy Scott McNeil does Rattrap, and Colin Murdoch is Quick Strike.
Okay, so it is two different guys.
I was just gonna say if you wanted to.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
Oh, man, this ain't good. Hey, Bug Eyes. Huh? Turhead? This here'll help you. How this help? Just push the switch, you tin-horn idiot. Waspinator not...
And this is where we get Looney Tunes.
I love that guy.
We are fully in a Looney Tunes episode in a weird way. Waspinator freaks out in a way that stretches his body and crazy.
Yes. It's wackily animated. Dinobot is presumed unconscious, but we the viewer can see that maybe there's a little spark in his eye here. We're at the dark side. He suddenly springs into action, tossing aside his captors and pressing a pointy blade to Megatron's sternum. Megatron warns him it's futile. Hurt him, and the rest of the gang will just blast him down. Dinobot counters. The gang firing at them risks killing both. Why waste two Predicons? Mm-hmm. Two? I thought you were a Maximal, D.
Mm-hmm.
But times have changed. The Velociraptor kneels in fealty to Megatron.
Yeah. I didn't have a lot to say about this part. I don't know.
Back in the desert, Rattrap and Silverbolt plan. Silverbolt will call in the heavy hitters. Rattrap will hunt Dinobot.
Yeah, this is Rattrap calls Silverbolt. He says, "Keep your fur on there, Rin Tin Tin," which is like the oldest reference that has ever been.
I love it.
I liked it too. For anyone under 85, Rin Tin Tin was a German Shepherd who was rescued for World War I battlefield as a pup in 1918.
Would you consider Rin Tin Tin a precursor to Lassie?
Yes, for sure.
No.
I mean, he starred in like 26 short films. Let's see, he died in 1932 at the age of 14. And honestly, in looking that up, the story is harrowing and amazing. If you want to have a fun afternoon, go read about Rin Tin Tin. And his bloodline still exists to this day.
Really random, but actually oddly relevant. So the dog in the Burbs, there's a like a
Queenie
in the Burbs. I googled Queenie.
Yeah, you should, because it's a fascinating story.
Queenie was the real name of Queenie. The dog was named Darla, and Darla was an acting dog that was also the same dog in Silence of the Lambs and in like Batman 2. And this dog was in a bunch of movies from like the late 70s up until like the early 90s.
Yeah, they worked a ton. It's a great story.
Yeah. So
you went on a little Burbs
I did.
thing.
It's a great movie.
I love the Burbs.
And we were like Queenie.
I think it's underrated.
So, and Queenie was like a full-on acting dog through the late 70s, through the 80s and the 90s. A bunch of significant movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
Oh, well, no, we were talking about Megatron and Dinobot.
Yeah.
And how Dinobot has basically kneeled to Megatron. And Megatron is like, hey, I don't know if I trust you about this. Dinobot is he scheming to save himself in this moment? But that's not his style.
I don't think. Okay, go ahead.
That's the question Megatron
I
has.
see. Gotcha.
Like, are you truly a Predicon, or are you just trying to get out of this
something.
situation you're in? But Megatron knows that, and I think Dinobot states that's not his style. He drops subs that he knows pieces of Megatron's master plan, and he kind of wants a slice of that victory pie. He hails the computer, changes his activation code, and from this moment, Dinobot is no longer a Maximal.
We actually have the title. He says Maximal no more.
Indeed. Now, this will be a more relevant conversation later in the episode, but I don't understand the rules of the activation code and how it's meaningful. Is it just a public display?
That's what
because it doesn't change anything about your true motivations or personality.
It is really like literally just changing your T-shirt.
Like I've registered Republican.
Yeah, it's meaningless. Yeah. It's. I think they kind of allude to it in this. Is like anyone can change their activation code. It doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
I think at this. So in some of this, I think that Dinobot might be the only other Predicon that Megatron might actually respect.
Oh, for sure. I feel like he sees Dinobot as the only potential challenge to his authority.
Challenge and also, but like
and competence.
Competent, yeah.
Although I will say Megatron is also savvy enough or just devious enough that he is recognizing that he needs to meet Dinobot on a certain level to get the disc. Because once Dinobot gets the discs for him, Megatron just immediately makes a move to kill him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird actually.
So I think Megatron,
he knows that Dinobot has something he wants.
So here's, I guess, an amendment to what I said.
I think there's very little respect for him.
I think there's respect.
I think there's threat.
I think so, and as an amendment to what I said, I think that that Megatron still recognizes Dinobot as the only other capable to almost his level Predicon, but because of that, once Dinobot gives him the disc, which we'll see in just a little bit, it's too much of a risk to keep him around.
Sure.
After he gets what he wants.
He's a threat.
Dinobot is just as intelligent, if not more intelligent than Megatron.
Well, we talked about this.
But he's less politically savvy or motivated.
Yes, he has no
Dinobot
agenda.
is not going to suffer fools.
Dinobot has his honor.
Megatron is Donald Trump. He knows how to play to a base.
Yeah, Dinobot has no agenda. Megatron has an agenda.
Dinobot has an agenda.
Yeah, I guess, but if he wanted to rule, I don't know that he has the kind of because Megatron has end games. I don't know that Dinobot has end games. I don't know that he would be
other than survival.
Well, again, his end game is, in my opinion, is to control his destiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
I was thinking more about it if he were to lead the Predicons. He would not. I don't think he'd like that.
No, absolutely not.
Well, early in the episode, he did challenge him for leadership. I feel like Dinobot does have or early in the series,
yeah.
I feel like Dinobot does have a vision for leadership, but I also don't feel like he aligns completely with whatever the Predicon code is, or at least that code as directed by
he is a commander.
Megatron.
He is a commander. Where did Dinobot get this honor code? This
I think his code is
because that's what really he rests on.
That's separate from that's separate from the Predicon code. That's his personal.
He has this own
warrior's
honor, and I think that seems to supersede everything.
I
that's
think
going
you're right.
on.
I think you're right about that. Yeah, his own internal code supersedes everything.
I think that internal code is what saves him in the end, and I'm really curious where he gets that from because
I think he's just an essential free agent of he's basically neutral. If you want to go with a D&D stance, he's maybe neutral or neutral
chaotic
neutral maybe, but it's basically his own code of what he thinks is right is above and beyond anything else. That's it. So he decides what's right, and he does what he thinks is right.
But whatever code of honor he's leaning onto seems to lean towards being
good.
A good thing.
Maybe, but it also could be just what's the best for me.
Is there a chaotic? I guess there would be a chaotic good.
Chaotic good. Yeah, that's. I believe that is where you. It's literally your only course is what you think is right, which is dangerous.
But that feels like Dinobot.
That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't seem like a selfish person to me.
I don't think he's selfish. I think he's just doing what he thinks is right because he thinks it's right.
He does. I mean, again, I'm still struggling with what he thinks is right versus just being in control of his own destiny, which would be
we didn't really put a button on that.
Which would be more selfish.
It's an interesting code that he lives by. I find it really fascinating.
It's very fluid.
I don't know.
I don't
Is
know
it?
if I would call it fluid. He's grounded in this code of honor, and I think that it overrides everything else that's going on, and he's struggling with that.
I guess I meant like morally fluid in so much as like you can justify the morality if it's what you think is good.
He's a very Clint Eastwood.
But everybody is that way.
Yeah, but by that, I don't want to say
They could even justify the same things, like censorship of the media. They could be on totally opposite sides of the political spectrum and have their own.
Yeah, but there are. Yes,
have your own philosophy on what's good and what's.
But there are people who would be
not.
like, no matter what I think is right, this political alignment, I agree with it wholeheartedly. Like, I'm not gonna. I disagree with somebody being like chastised because they did something like cheat on their wife, but I still believe in this political theory above and beyond what I think is morally right. That's
yeah. I connect him to like I was thinking of like Clint Eastwood's characters in like the spaghetti westerns. He has his own code of honor, and it's ultimately a good thing, and he rides both sides. He can be interpreted as good or bad. That actually ties in. That character ties into like Kurosawa's like samurai characters. So I think that Dinobot's character follows like a samurai code. Like
I think that is.
I think that's right.
And so he's the it's like they call
on the nose.
They call it like the way of the warrior. And
because samurai is samurai has a master, so I guess it would be a
Ronin.
Ronin, thank you.
Yeah, I consider him a Ronin in a sense, and I think that's really. I'd love to dig into that a lot deeper, actually.
I can see that totally.
Do they follow a similar code of honor? It's just about the master part of it.
There's like virtues of virtues of justice.
There's less of a feudal lord.
Well,
it's almost like the Hound in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yes, I totally agree.
Get me out of here!
Yeah. Yeah.
We high-fived.
Oh, she did. Yeah. No, that's what it is, and that makes for a complex and compelling character.
Yeah.
I think he's actually, now that we're talking about it, I think Dinobot's probably the most virtuous.
I would say
character in the whole show.
Probably. He's like Tarantulas. He has an independence to him. It seems we didn't touch on this earlier, but it felt like there was a level of maybe there's some racism here. I don't know, but a level of disgust that he had towards the transmetals.
Oh, it's Tarantulas you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about Dinobot.
Oh,
when Dinobot was
Dinobot.
giving his soliloquy earlier in the show, I listened to that thing less than 10 times because some of it I just didn't understand.
Right.
I was trying to translate it.
Yeah.
And he mentions the transmetals in a way, and I could only interpret it that he felt like they were somewhat of an abomination.
Oh, I missed that entirely.
Yeah, we would have to go way back. You know what? We can. Where are we? Let me just take note of this. 1131. But the way he talked about them, it almost felt like this new world of transmetals feels dirty.
Oh, okay.
This is a hard speech to translate for me.
So, Megatron, your plan proceeds even without the disc. If it is successful, what will become of me and of Cybertron? I'm really willing to betray my Predicon heritage for these transmetal Maximals. If not, what would your reaction be?
Oh, I see. So you're saying the way he said transmetal.
But Megatron is a transmetal. So
Yeah,
this
so-
is really hard to
I think
to
if I had
analyze.
if I had to guess, here's my think, and I think it's because of the show. They said transmetals because they want that word out there. Because otherwise, I think he would have just said Maximals. I think it's literally just a marketing thing.
Maybe, but I don't know. The whole thing is kind of weird. Like, what would his reaction be? In reaction to what? Like, the speech is a little bit incoherent.
I think he's caught in a predicament where if the Maximals win, then he's considered by Cybertron standards as a less than and not recognized on an equal.
He does feel that way.
He does
It's
say that
established
on
he's
an equal
that's
footing.
a worry of his.
But
Yeah.
if the Predicons win, being that he has considered a traitor, he might not be recognized, though, then as being part of the victors in this situation. Like it's like it's a no-win situation for him, regardless of who the victor is in the outcome.
Kinda, yeah.
But that would be regardless of the golden disc and whatever bearing that has on the story. That would be his situation. I'm not trying to negate anything. I'm just trying to think.
It's like he's trying to hedge himself, but yeah,
he is trying to hedge himself, which feels a little anti the Ronin codes we were talking about.
Hey, if you don't survive, you can't do good, baby.
If you don't survive, you're dead, though, too. Like, he doesn't want to die.
No,
he doesn't want to be punished. Yeah, I understand.
I don't want to. We don't have to force us to listen to it again.
Woo-wee.
But sorry, everybody. This is
it's a rambly one.
It's a rambly, but I mean, there's a lot of interesting elements here. Okay, so Dinobot changes activation code. From this moment, he's not a Maximal, but Tarantulas is like. Anyone can change their codes. How can we really trust your loyalty? But Black Arachnia proposes a Predicon challenge.
Stupid.
I'll take the physical challenge. Which Dinobot boldly accepts. Which, what is this game? The tension is building here. And what we're going to find out, outside the ship, there's this sort of stony circle of death. Quick Strike, Dinobot, they face off. The rules are simple. One lives, one dies. And it's all really weird to me because these are Megatron's rules. And if Dinobot wins and he's bad, or he's really with them, he's down a team member.
Yep.
And if Dinobot is really good and kills the guy, he's down two team members. There's no win here for this challenge.
I thought
for Megatron.
No, this challenge is stupid because I thought the thing was if Dinobot wins, he's good. Like he's joined the team. You said it in the opposite.
No, what I'm saying is if Dinobot is truly for the Predicons and he kills Quick Strike, then they're still down a capable warrior.
Right.
If Predicon is bad and he kills, or by bad I mean, I'm sorry, if Dinobot is really with the Maximals in his heart and he kills Quick Strike, they're down two warriors. Because
but he still would kill him in either event.
Yeah, by the rules, and either way, Megatron is down a warrior.
But how would he know if he's
either down one or down two?
He would never be down two because Dinobot would still have killed Quick Strike. What difference would it make? How would Megatron know what his motivation for killing Quick Strike would be?
Because in scenario A, where Dinobot is truly a Predicon, at least Megatron is up Dinobot. But in scenario 2, he never really has Dinobot.
But what you're saying is in both scenarios, Quick Strike dies.
Yeah.
But then
because those are the rules of the game.
But how would Megatron know the reasoning behind why Dinobot killed him? Why wouldn't he just assume in both instances, if Quick Strike dies equals Dinobot good Predicon?
Well, that's by the rules of the game. That's what the outcome means to Megatron. That's how Dinobot proves his loyalty by killing another Predicon.
Yeah, well, the game makes no sense. I'm just saying if Dinobot kills Quick Strike, supposedly, even though he doesn't kill him because Dinobot reasonably says, hey, Megatron, we need this guy. He's an extra troop.
Right.
But if he kills him no matter what, Dinobot's part of the team.
Right. I mean, for now, unless Dinobot is truly a Maximal and then betrays Megatron.
Yeah, this is a dumb test.
In a gang, if you're joining a Crip faction, you're gonna go kill a Blood to prove your loyalty. You're not gonna kill another Crip.
Killing two Crips.
This is killing two Crips.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Now, I mean, you could get the whole beatdown thing. What they should have done was jump Dinobot.
Yeah, they should have given him a beatdown.
I don't see how that would prove his loyalty.
It wouldn't, but he took it.
But also, this test doesn't prove anything either. We get a much better test later.
We're aligned, even if we don't understand the implications. We're aligned as a stupid test. And it's a test that Dinobot wins. Just to get right to that, Dinobot
this
quickly...
fight takes so much real estate in this episode. It's kind of crazy. It's a long fight.
Yeah. Dinobot does get the better of... It's pretty one-sided the whole time.
Yeah.
Dinobot bites the head tail of the cobra thing. There's some beam on beam action that you'll see throughout the episode. But finally, Dinobot will knock Quickstrike to the ground and fires a final beam, just really frying the shit out of Quickstrike. Dinobot is victorious. He turns to walk away from his opponent, and that's where Megatron commands. And Megatron the whole time has been holding on to Dinobot's sword. And it looks really silly.
It does.
Megatron has been in Dinobot or in dinosaur mode,
I don't know
holding
why
the
he's in
sword in his
dinosaur
tiny
mode.
little talons.
It's so weird.
And the talon just looks the sword looks so small. It just looks weird.
Honestly, I'm kind of coming around to your idea, Aaron. Every time, the more I see Megatron in beast mode in this transmetal form, the less I like it.
No, it's no good.
Yeah.
His robot form is only modestly better.
I like his robot form all right.
Dinobot does grab the sword but he says to Megatron, he convinces him, look, Quickstrike, he's a pretty good fighter, and under his personal training, he thinks that Quickstrike would flourish, and Megatron ultimately agrees. He's like, the rules of this game were stupid. I should have thought about this. We actually didn't have any idea for a Predicon challenge before Black Arachnia mentioned it.
Yeah, just the first thing that came out of his mouth.
Kill
fight.
this guy.
Yeah.
But he says, hey, here's the real deal. Here's the real loyalty challenge. Give me them discs.
Yeah.
I want them. Dinobot claims to have given one to Rhinox while the other is buried in Maximal territory. Megatron commands Dinobot, hey, we're going to get this right now.
Yeah, because Dinobot says, I'll get it tomorrow.
You know,
Which made me
is that going to be an acceptable response in this situation?
I know.
That's shit that I do at work.
Yeah.
But is it true that do the Maximals know that Dinobot had was he lying about the Rhinox thing? I mean, clearly there's only one disc under a boulder, but to this point, have we seen anything that shows Rhinox interacting with the golden disc?
I don't think so. I think you're right. I think, Well, to catch everybody up, there are two discs. One is an alien artifact. One is a Maximal relic. So I don't know if he hid both and only gave one to Megatron, or if... Because I don't remember giving it to Rhinox either.
I don't either.
I just see one disc here.
And maybe he buried both, and he just says the Rhinox thing, so he's not giving up both
Maybe.
pieces.
I don't remember at all.
We see Rattrap speeding through the desert, solo bolo. His ears are pricked by the whoosh
Again with the...
here's where the cheese is.
There's the cheese.
It is. This is the exact same mask that they used from his first-person POV. Except for the circular part in the middle.
It had this circular part, but there was no... or maybe we didn't notice.
No, like radar or whatever you want to call it.
There's a piece of rotating... What minute are we at?
I like that rotating...
About 14:30.
14:30.
Cheese is
Rotating cheese.
really funny.
You guys are right. That is an add-on. But other than that, it does seem to be basically the same design.
It is.
Yep.
And to Ryan's point from the last episode, the rotating cheese is here for this in the screen. Why? He's a rat. Well, I know why. He's a rat.
I can't believe I didn't notice it while
Until
I was
now,
watching
we haven't
this.
seen cheese.
No,
as
just
like Rattrap just loving cheese.
I'm a rat. I love a cheese.
I guess when Autobots turn into cars, they are always talking about needing oil and shit.
Yeah. Or a lube job. There's some, I think that's tracks.
So he is speeding through the desert. He hears a soaring rocket noise in the background. Megatron is carrying Dinobot across the arid desert mountainscape. Rattrap tracks the flying reptiles relentlessly. They get to kind of an elevated flattened mountaintop area.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. This is just, there's a little difference in that that was infrared Rattrap was using because it's nighttime now.
True.
So he has infrared version. But yeah, we get to this flat top mountain thing.
Yeah, that has steps, like stony.
Yeah,
I don't know if
literal
they're
steps.
I don't know if they're constructed or if that's a natural element, but there are steps. Dinobot hefts his, for lack of a better phrase, I wrote down hiding boulder.
Yeah.
And hands the disc to Megatron. The Predicon leader declares it will author a new chapter in Predicon history, while Dinobot, he just wants the truth.
Yeah, he's really trying to discover something about himself and the kind of is the whole thrust behind this. I don't fully understand it yet, and I don't know when I will or if I will, but he's really struggling with something.
It's about identity, about the future, what becomes of him, how he can watch over it. Because I don't think he doesn't have the ego at this point anyway. It's not like he's seeking power.
No, I don't think so at this point.
It's almost
no.
like he's just seeking survival.
Yeah. Or just answers. Maybe not even survival,
Yeah.
just answers.
Dinobot, he hands over the disc to Megatron. Behind his back, Megatron is raising his tail arm to do like a sneak strike on Dinobot. But he gets shot in the chest, he being Megatron, gets shot in the chest by Rattrap. Dinobot returns fire on Rattrap. Megatron laughs in delight. Well done. But we're not getting out of here until you murder Rattrap.
Yeah, this is a much better Predicon test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the kind of test that actually makes sense. If loyalty is the thing you're trying to gauge. Dinobot steps forward to finish Rattrap off, sword poised, but he hesitates for a long time.
Yep.
And I thought at first, because there's a lot of blinking happening, and I thought maybe there was some Morse code or something happening between them. And by blinking, it's more you'll see the light in Dinobot's eyes kind of go in and out.
Yeah, they do. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, it would have been, but it wasn't really real. I just made it up. That's headcanon. Before Dinobot can assassinate Rattrap, Megatron creeps in for another shadow kill. And then the two, but
well, it's because Dinobot doesn't he. It's pretty obvious he's not going to kill him in a second.
they're probably just regular blinks, but they both did it. Rattrap and Dinobot both are having their eyes.
You're fucking right.
Their eyes are like shadowing out, and so I thought that was communication.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I love that.
I didn't see that. No, but wow.
Yeah, both Rattrap and Dinobot's eyes blink on and off, and that's fucking interesting. I didn't read anything about that in TF Wiki.
I just don't think because I think it's meaningless.
I guess so, but it's also weird.
I think it's the equivalent of a blink.
I guess
It is.
But
It's a
they
blink.
can literally blink.
I don't think it's a I don't think they're actually like communicating information to each other other than like emotionally like
Maybe it's just emotional.
They're
yeah.
blinking as a recognition of like an
This
acknowledge.
sucks.
Yeah, I
This is
think
a weird situation
But yeah,
that we're in right now.
But I didn't see that before.
Then Dinobot puts his sword down, and that's when Megatron's about to kill him.
You're right. It wasn't because of the long hesitation. It was because it was clear that Dinobot wasn't going to do the deed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dinobot rather, has the sense that Megatron is up to something. He turns, and they clash weapons.
Tail and sword.
Yeah, I don't know. They have a little bit of a conflict. I didn't feel super resolved by their exchange here, but basically Dinobot warns Megatron that his insane plan he calls Megatron insane and says that the plan could destroy Maximals and Predicons alike.
Yeah.
Which Megatron just shrugs off and then flies away.
Yeah, he's like, but what if it doesn't? Homo say what?
It's almost he doesn't care. I think like his desire for power and glory trumps his own life.
The fact that this might undo everything.
Where Dinobot is trying to preserve his life, Megatron is ambivalent about his life and more about it'll be worth it if
That's
this all
true.
works
Yeah,
out.
either this will work out or we're all dead and I don't give a shit.
Right.
Wow, that's true. He's like this might be knowing where this is going, but like Megatron in this instance really is like, I don't give a shit if everything about Cybertron is destroyed. If I get if I don't shoot my shot, if I get either it works for me
In a big way.
or we're all erased, and I don't give a shit.
Right. Because at this point, I don't have any better ideas to elevate.
Yeah.
So he flies off. They're awaiting Primal and Silverbolt. I didn't mention this earlier. Rattrap signaled while he was, but I think maybe even before he encountered
I think so,
Megatron and Dinobot. But Silverbolt and Optimus Primal arrive. Rattrap fills them in, including Dinobot's betrayal. And Dinobot admits it was foolish of him to side with the Predicons. He has a different honor system that is more Predicon than Maximal. I feel like his honor system is his own. I don't feel like his honor system is Predicon. I wouldn't put it that
completely
way.
agree. I think we did have come to that conclusion through our meandering around in this episode. But yeah, I think he has his own moral code, and it's unique.
If anything, the honor system is about there's sort of an individuality element to it versus strict sticking to the dogma of whatever team you're associated with.
Adherence to the hierarchy. Yeah, for good or ill, he really is like, if I believe it, then I will have. That can be bad too. This Timothy McVeigh, but
and like the conversation on the King of the North from earlier.
There you go.
He does say, like, at the end of the day, I want to fight alongside the Maximals, which means that I feel like his moral code is more aligned with the Maximals until they can put a lid on this whole Beast Wars trash can. Otherwise, he's going to take on Megatron solo bolo.
Yeah, this was a huge ass risk there, like Dinobot. Like, I understand it's complicated given your destiny, but like, this is literally, I mean, you literally are putting everyone at risk as well.
Yeah. No, he says it's a foolish move. I think maybe, you get those situations, you get a lot of information at once, you don't take the time to process it.
And and also you're not seeing all the information. Like, you're just dealing with the information that you have available to you. So,
Silverbolt and Rattrap, they both agree to allow Dinobot back on the team. Primal orders him, hey, you better change back that activation code. Whatever that means. And he does. And
he doesn't say it like that. He says, maybe you should change. It's just like a casual thing. He doesn't like, you better change it back.
No, there's I don't think it's
he
casual.
Makes a point of it.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think
I thought it was very casual.
I think it's pretty much, there's an or else.
Well, there's a small threat there?
Yes, I think so.
How could you? Your honor is not maximal honor. It is Predicon honor. I am Predicon. Though Megatron is close to achieving a great victory, I foolishly believed I wanted to be part of it.
And now?
I wish to fight with you until we win the Beast Wars. Or destroy it trying. If you will not have me, I will fight Megatron alone.
Or I'll destroy it trying. What does that even mean? He says, I wish to fight alongside you in the Beast Wars.
Yeah.
Or I'll destroy it trying.
He says are destroyed trying. He says are destroyed trying.
Okay.
Or I'll destroy it trying.
No, are destroyed
he says
trying.
Or are destroyed trying. Are meaning we are destroyed if in the effort.
Or he is, okay.
If you will not have me, I will fight Megatron alone.
I was a Predicon once. You gave me a chance.
Those are very different situations.
For like 8 hours.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Rattrap?
What? Go for bootin' up cold.
Yes.
You know how I feel about lizard breath. You can't trust them. And he smells bad. Then there's the teeth. You ever seen him eat? By the pit, how much of this drivel must I endure? But I guess I've kind of gotten used to him.
You better change your activation code back.
I am grateful.
See, I viewed that more as like a parental thing, as opposed to a threat.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe threat isn't the right word, but it's an order.
There's an or else there.
Okay.
There's an or else. There'll be consequences if he doesn't.
I like,
but also, what the fuck does it matter?
Well, it's like
it's symbolic.
It's it's like an oath.
Yeah.
Which is also meaningless. But like, I do like we are back to Dinobot and Rattrap being frenemies. Of like, I don't like him. I don't like you either, Vermin.
Right, and then but what that ties into the beginning of the whole series and of this two-parter.
Yeah.
And the ending of the two-parter, where they're bound together awkwardly. One's riding on the back of the other.
Which I think Michael Andrews also mentioned Dinobot must be so fucking pissed about doing that.
He can literally run faster.
I know, it's so stupid.
In Dinobot mode. Skateboards away, Rattrap and Dinobot, they share a little dialogue. Say, well, why didn't you kill me? And Dinobot, again, this again goes back to the control element of his own destiny. He's joking, I think, but he says, I will kill you at the time and place of my choosing.
You know what? That's a great, that's really interesting, because that does work both ways, yeah.
Like, I don't think he's being serious, but it's just kind of like a...
Yeah, it works as a joke, or like...
I'm not going to kill you because Megatron told me to.
Yeah.
Good to have you back. And they Mario Kart scoot slowly.
So I will be punished after all.
They could walk down these steps faster.
Well, what do we do?
They just slowly, like, clunk, clunk, clunk.
Ugh. That can't be pleasant for either party. No. It's so silly.
It's hurting his ass.
Also, that moon looks like shit. I didn't mention it, but I think this episode's animation was not as good as some of the others in this season.
Do better, Beast Wars. That is the end of the episode. We are in what is formerly known as our post-episode discussion.
Something that's never been announced, I don't think.
That's not a thing.
If you know, you know. Then you're one of the real ones.
What is going on in the post show?
Nothing. Ryan, I have no thing to talk about. Do you want to take us
in the real world?
Yeah.
Sure. In the American Top 40, this aired, what was it, the 23rd? Yep, November 23rd, 1997. The 1997 version of Candle in the Wind is number 1 right now on the chart, so let's cover a popular song by a very sexy group. That was number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 singles of 1997, Don't Let Go by En Vogue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, me and Aaron.
Don't let go.
I might feel about En Vogue the way you feel about Tony Braxton, Aaron.
I feel that way about En Vogue, too. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. I'm an equal opportunity ogler. I was always more of a Never Gonna Get It video guy.
Sure, but...
Well, that was the sexy one.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all sexy in their own way because they're En Vogue. But...
Very formative in my masturbation ritual as an adolescent.
Don't let go.
The guy takes his wedding ring off as he's watching the performance.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That's like saying... No, maybe that's the giving him something he can feel video. I think that's giving him something he can feel.
Never Gonna Get It, just all them just
it's more of like
dancing.
Yeah, it's more of a
like
typical pop kind of
60s
music
group,
video style. No, it's Never Gonna Get, or the other one that I just said, not Don't Let Go, not Never Gonna Get It. Giving him something he can feel is like the sexy jam.
Mm-hmm.
They're almost 50s or 60s divas on a stage, and a guy's watching. While he's watching, he pulls off his wedding ring and puts it in his pocket.
And he starts jerking off.
It's an interesting choice.
But I like the insinuation. I might be able to fuck these performers.
Yeah.
So I'm not married now.
Yeah. When the ring's off, I'm not married.
Rings off, jack off.
Like it should be a rhyme. Rings off, jack off. Write that down.
I will. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't let go.
Yeah.
Where the fuck am I? Okay, before I get into the song, I just wanted to say that I think my favorite of the group of En Vogue was always Dawn Robinson.
Typical.
Am I basic? I looked her up, and she actually has had some kind of rough, little challenging times. She lived with her parents for a while in the early 2000s, and then in a hotel for 8 months.
Holy shit.
Paid for by a co-manager, and as of now, this is going to sound bad, but I don't know if it is. Like, as of now, she's been living in her car for about 3 years.
That doesn't sound good.
Well, I know that's what you say,
but
I don't know, because it seems like she's doing okay. She did a TikTok in March this year talking about how she's been living in her car for 3 years, and she's like, this isn't a poor Dawn situation, is what she says. And she looks and sounds healthy, so I think maybe she's just on a different journey of her own.
I'll try not to judge, but
You're just culturally inclined to not want to live in the car.
What kind of car is it?
I don't know. I didn't. She
it
did
an
not
RV?
release her license plate. I don't know. It really kind of just seems like she's kind of on a journey that, from what I saw, seems like she's fine. So, I just wanted to cover that a little bit because I just ran across it.
Okay.
So back in 1997, the song "Don't Let Go" by the R&B group In Vogue, produced by Organized Noise for the soundtrack to the movie Set It Off. You guys seen this movie?
That's Queen Latifah.
I haven't
Yep.
seen it, but I
Yep.
know it.
Yep. It's pretty good. I like it. This is the last single and music video to feature Dawn Robinson, although she would appear on other albums with the group. Dawn sings the lead on the single, and this single peaked at number 2 in the U.S. and In Vogue's 6th and final top 10 hit on the Billboard Hot 100. It was In Vogue's biggest international single, making the top 10 in a shitload of countries, and it was ranked by Billboard as the 83rd most popular single of the 90s decade.
I think I knew it was a big song. I didn't realize it was that big.
It was their last big song.
I guess it was
Right.
a big international hit, huh?
Oh, this is interesting. Apparently, the song was originally written for Aerosmith.
I could see a world where Aerosmith does this song
I could, especially
in that bombastic,
especially in that era.
Armageddon way.
In that era.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get out.
Not that song.
Yeah,
No,
I
this
could-
is the
but
song
I
we're
could,
talking about.
I could
No, you're
see,
talking about Don't Let Go.
No, you're right.
but I could see
Ryan,
that.
you wrote this segment.
I did write this segment.
But I could see that too, actually.
That would be more of a Love in an Elevators type
Yeah.
of jam.
How are you imagining
But-
Aerosmith doing this song?
I mean, all
Don't
of
Let
their
Go?
late era songs were those giant ballady
Yeah.
type.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Armageddon.
Yeah, like
Oh, okay.
think of it in that style of what's
Okay.
the Armageddon song called?
Never gonna close my eyes.
Yeah. Think of it sung in that style.
'Cause
I can
miss
picture
you,
it.
babe.
Yeah.
Living on the edge. No,
Don't let go.
yeah, I can
Yeah.
totally see it. Yeah, 100%.
All right. Yeah. All right. Apparently, the song, even though written by them, Elektra Records president Sylvia Rohn hired In Vogue to record it after hearing a demo. So Larry Flick from Billboard, we get a lot of Larry Flick. And the reason I realized is Larry Flick wrote for Billboard, which is why, since it's the Billboard
Gotcha.
Hot 100, we always get quotes from him.
Gotcha.
He called it a bluesy interlude and commented further that the harmonies are instantly recognizable, flexing sweetly over the track's live funk beat and snaky guitar licks. If you're looking for a duplication of past hits, forget it. This is a far more musically mature effort that will appeal to both street and sophisticated tastes. It is a very sultry song. That is. That on that. Number 1 at the box office. This is true number 1 for this week. Tops for 1 week in November of 1997 was a martial arts fantasy film sequel. Can you guess what it is?
Oh shit. 1990. Mortal Kombat 2.
That's right.
Nice job, man.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Directed by John R. Leonetti.
Arbuckle. John
John Arbuckle.
Arbuckle.
I would watch a movie directed by John Arbuckle.
Why is there so much lasagna in this movie? You can't stop hitting on the veterinarian.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Leonetti did a lot more cinematography work than he did directing, and he was cinematographer on the first Mortal Kombat film. And other than this movie, he directed Annabelle in 2014, which was wildly successful, but hasn't really capitalized on it. So I think if we want to be charitable, he's an adequate, if uninspired director.
I'm sure this Mortal Kombat Annihilation was trash, though.
Have you not seen it?
No.
I think I did, which I'll get to in a second, but I'll get to right here. I think I've seen Mortal Kombat Annihilation, but there's just fleeting pieces in my mind, like trying to remember a dream. So I think this wasn't the one with a weird version of I guess you guys haven't seen it, but
I don't care. Spoil it. I don't give a fuck.
no, it's not a spoiler. I was genuinely asking if anybody remembered a weird digitized reptile that was grabbed and looked like a super weird crepe paper monster.
No.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
I know Reptile. I know he was in the first movie because I think they did the whole thing where he ate somebody.
Oh God, I don't remember at all.
But with like his tongue coming out of his ninja head.
What?
I could be making that up. It's
I
been
don't
so
know.
long since I've seen the
What's
first
amazing
Mortal
is it
Kombat.
could be anything.
Yeah.
I like his ninja head.
But it's also funny they took this violent IP and had these PG 13 or
Probably,
PG movies.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, this one was way worse than the first one. I thought the first one was fun. I enjoyed the first one.
it was fun in a campy way.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters. I thought it was nice, except for what we'll get to, who I think was a terrible actor in the first movie. But because there's a lot of people that are replaced in this one. So for the cast, character names, I'm guessing you should probably be familiar to most of our audience. Only 2 actors from the first Mortal Kombat appear. Robin Shu as protagonist Liu Kang, and Talisa Soto as Princess Katana. So other than that, we have...
That was a small role in the first movie.
She's much more prominent here, which is pretty much all I remember from the movie because she's very attractive.
Yeah,
and I was 22 or something. So the cast, James Remar replaces Christopher Lambert as Raiden. If you don't know James Remar, I love him. He's great. He's one of the character actors. He is probably best known to everybody as Dexter's father in the Dexter series. Also, though, he was a voice actor in Transformers Dark of the Moon as Sideswipe and Transformers 1 as Zeta Prime.
Thank God.
Yeah. Then we also have Sandra Hess, who replaces Bridget Wilson as Sonya Blade. That was the only part about that movie that even as an early 20-year-old, I thought her portrayal of Sonya Blade was fucking god-awful. Like, her
first
acting
one.
was so wooden. Yeah, the first one, her acting was so wooden and weird.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Sorry.
She was in
Bridget Wilson.
Billy Madison.
She was in
She
Billy
was the love
Madison.
interest.
I think she might not be a very good actor.
Well, I guess she was a lead. I'm trying to harken back to our character. That was her big shot, was to be the lead romantic interest in that movie, and maybe she was just okay, and so she never...
I'm not going to put her, though, on the same level as Billy Zane, though,
No,
in this situation.
Well,
It's
she
the opposite
hasn't
way.
had the post career.
Yeah.
As far as I know. I don't know what she
No, I don't
does.
think so.
So we also have Lynn Red Williams as Jax Briggs, who is from American Gladiators. By the way, there's a couple of people I think from American Gladiators in this
Who was
movie.
he in that? Was Gemini? No,
You might
He
actually-
was too old. No, Gemini was the old American Gladiator.
That's true. We have Brian Thompson as Shao Kahn. And I'm just going to say, you don't need to know anything more about the plot of this than the summary on IMDb. A group of martial arts warriors has only 6 days to save the Earth from an extra-dimensional invasion. Because also, if you haven't seen this movie, I don't know that there's a reason to see this movie unless you just want to... I don't even know if this movie is so bad it's good. Because I think I only saw it once, and I remember nothing about it.
Time for a rewatch.
So it's not even memorable.
It
Just the
wasn't
biggest-
for me. No, it wasn't one I ever wanted to watch again. It seems like they were making a movie that was trying to be too literal to the video game. For the part 2, anyway. Like, the first one was enjoyable. It was more of like...
The video games were so esoteric, though. You don't know. There was no storyline to follow. I mean,
No.
there was one to follow, but it was so... Just you didn't really know what was going on. There is
No.
lore. There is
They
something
just say
happening.
things and move on.
And there is like some battle and saving the universe or whatever, but you don't really know what's going on.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
matter. But that was the critique of this one. Is the first one, whereas they basically tried to make the second one super they were basically trying to capitalize on characters from Mortal Kombat 3, and they just packed it with characters and storylines, literally storylines lifted from the movie. This is what it said. In addition to unfinished awful special effects, it's just a series of long fight scenes stitched together with an increasingly incoherent and thin plot, which that is the producer admitted they put the movie out due to... The producer actually seemed to kind of want to do something cool, but the studio put the movie out with completely unfinished effects and just to get it out in the world.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I really like the guy that played Shang Tsung in the first Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
He was also
he's a
in
very-
Rising Sun. I don't know the actor's name, but he was in a handful of movies.
He is another pretty highbrow character actor, yeah.
And he's always... I haven't seen him in anything in a long time, but he was really good.
Well, the film was highly panned at the time and currently holds a solid 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. It made a...
I want to see the guys that gave it positive
I know,
reviews.
exactly.
4%.
These are people who just turned in a review to a paper.
That feels like a
doesn't
margin.
matter.
That just feels like a margin of error.
Yeah, exactly. It's within margin of error.
Yeah.
It's earned a pretty pathetic $51.3 million on a $30 million budget.
Money.
Sorta, but not really.
Yeah.
Because they had a third movie planned. For comparison, like the original 1995 movie, and I understand this is the first movie that we're making of this super popular video game, but the first movie made $122.2 million on a $20 million budget.
Yeah,
So
that song.
Yeah.
Oh, that song. I don't even think I covered that song. I should have done that. Why did I do that? God damn it. But this movie, the first movie made $122.2 million on a $20 million budget. This one made $50 million on a $30 million budget. And so I'm just assuming that's why they released it with unfinished effects, because they're like, we are not putting any more money into this. Just get it out.
I would agree with that.
And there was a third planned, but
This did come out right at the end of Mortal Kombat fever. I feel like
we were into Mortal
it just
Kombat
wasn't
3.
timed. It wasn't timed very well. I think even Mortal Kombat 3, the video game, wasn't like it was a good video game, but I don't think it was as like blockbuster as
would
Mortal
argue that
Kombat 1 and 2.
Mortal Kombat is one of the last popular arcade games before things fell into full-on console. Like, I remember at Aladdin's Castle, people were really into the Mortal Kombat game in the arcade, but then it just, at that point, though, it was at the end of, like, the arcade era.
Yeah. Well, yeah, even Street Fighter before that was like one of the last big money makers in arcades.
And even that movie, that's the problem. Making movies takes so long. You can't really
You can't
capitalize
capitalize.
on the zeitgeist. They made an emoji movie.
Yeah. Oh, man. I completely forgot about that.
That's really funny.
40 years after emojis were a thing.
It is bad of like sometimes you'll watch a movie and they're making like this is particularly true for like parody movies. If you watch them, they're so referential of their time, like it does not work. Like
you
even
guys-
8 years later.
And this is why that Italian brain rot movie that's coming out is not going to probably do very good.
No way.
The internet and social media has accelerated that. I think
Yes,
you could get
for
on board
sure.
with a scary movie or trying to think of another example. But you know, there were the
can't
late
you can't
90s,
keep
early
up.
2000s was rife with those
Yes.
stylistic parody, don't drink your juice in the hood type movies. And yeah, I just think it's tough today.
You can't do it
because the
anymore.
references are dusty.
Like weeks later.
And the same token, Mortal Kombat 2, by the time that movie came out, I just think the hype wasn't there for the franchise.
Yeah. And even the producer was like, "Well, the studio was just like put it out," and also the heat was falling off. So yeah, it did.
And I think of a movie like
It also doesn't help that it was completely incoherent.
Yeah.
but then you got movies like Top Gun 2 or Terminator 2.
Well, what about
that were these slow, like it was decades.
Well, the Naked Gun movie.
The Naked Gun 4.
But I've heard that's done. I've heard that's a pretty good movie.
Honestly, it looks very fun.
but it survived. But it survived. It's successful in a different way.
But it wasn't. I don't know.
They're
Like
smart
this was
about it.
probably
They're smart
rushed
about it.
out because they knew they had
this
to
was-
get ahead of the trend, and they just didn't get it.
yeah, this
and I
came
guess
2 years after the first.
with Top Gun, it's more of a you have this iconic thing, and Terminator and Naked Gun.
Terminator was only like 8 years later. Terminator 2.
But that's still a long time in
It is.
terms of sequel.
that was a different thing. I mean, that's
Well, in the late 80s, early 90s, it wasn't. I don't know.
Those are hard, man.
I guess there was
they
a.
can traditionally they're difficult.
But I guess there's a difference
That's
between
successful.
making a sequel for this rock
To
solid
try to get in
thing
on. Or,
versus Terminator was a good movie. Let's make a sequel to it. Mortal Kombat's an okay movie that's based on a possible fly-by-night trend. It's not even an original property that was developed for cinema.
Yeah.
And so it's just you're really trying to like
Well, I think it's
Rush it out.
literally that.
it's like Pogs the movie.
It makes complete sense to me because this movie made what $120 million off a $20 million budget. So there's no way there's not going to be a sequel. They just did it in the shittiest way possible.
Spent too much money.
Made it awful.
Made it bad.
Yeah.
The guy's name, I'll never be able to pronounce this correctly, so I'm sorry. Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa. That was the guy who was
was
Shang
good.
Tsung.
He did really good.
That was Shang Tsung.
Everything I've seen him in.
Yeah, he's
like
amazing.
Super charismatic. Of course he plays Hayachi Mishi. Is he in every fighting movie? I didn't even know there was a Tekken the movie in 2010.
I didn't either.
Computer
Whoa.
animated or live action? A live action
Whoa.
Tekken the movie.
I have never heard of this.
Wow. Is Billy Zane in it?
As
Doesn't
you
appear
scrolled
that he
past,
is.
for some reason, I thought that was Miss Piggy.
What?
I was like, what is
oh
happening?
my!
Miss Piggy as
They,
Nina
they
Williams.
cast her. That's right.
He's the biggest name on this as far as I can tell. I don't know any of these other actors.
That was the thing. There was I don't know. Did you guys like the Mortal Kombat games?
Yes, I
They're
did.
fine.
I played them a lot with Dan Scanlon. I enjoyed them.
Okay.
It was at the time they came out. I thought it was like cutting edge because they were using,
They're so
Yes.
violent.
Photo capture. And the violence. Yeah. I never got into them and never really got into fighting games until I played Tekken because I found the photo capture. I guess I always found the controls stiff.
They're fluid. They're not. Yeah, they're not fluid. They're not fun. It's not a fun game to do combos and stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt, which is why I kind of gravitated toward Tekken because even accidentally you can do really fun stuff. But
Yeah.
if you know combos, it's a lot of fun and it's very.
Yeah.
I felt it very fluid.
I'm sure that later, more 3D Mortal Kombat games are better.
Yeah, they're still making them.
in terms of fluid fighting and controls. But yeah, the original one, they're fine. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yep, that's the real world.
Cool.
Hey, Ryan, you got any?
Deviations.
Got us a little bit. This episode was written by Patrick Berry in his one and only Beast Wars script. He also wrote episodes of Mask, Star Wars TNG, and this is where TF Wiki gets weird. It says he has written novels, traveled the world, studies early Christianity, and is a sensei in karate and Japanese weapons, which sounds like a white man made up of all red flags.
David Carradine. It's more like Chuck Norris.
We'll put a link to this, but there's a link to his website, and it looks like it. Remember, it looks like it was built in 2005. Like, do you remember when we built a website, Aaron? It's worse than that.
Like Two-Man War?
Yeah, it's so bad. If you want to look at it, it is. Let's see, Patrick Berry,
BERRY?
BARRY.
PatrickSeanberry.com.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's so bad.
It looks like he used a word. What is it called?
WordPress.
WordPress template.
WordPress.
You can find him at the 2015 Los Angeles Book Festival.
You sure can.
Hey, he's
There's
just
a
doing
picture
his
of
thing.
it. I think. Well, there's also a picture of him on the TF Wiki of him with holding a sword. There it is. Him holding a sword.
Well,
Contact.
we've got a personal Gmail here.
There's a little. It feels a little Rachel Dolezal to me.
I mean, again, there's a lot of white guys,
That are into.
Asian culture.
I guess I just don't know why.
You got the king himself,
Got Elvis.
Mr. Ponytail. Well, Elvis was a karate man.
Yes, he was.
was.
But
I don't know if we want to hold up Elvis.
As soon as you said the king himself, I was like, yeah, Elvis.
Oh, I was gonna say the king himself was. Now I forgot his name. Under Siege.
Steven Seagal,
Steven Seagal.
who also claims to be of Asian heritage of
Jean-Claude
some
Van
kind.
He
Damme.
sucked.
Chuck Norris.
These are terrible people you're naming.
Plenty of white karate men out
they're
there.
all-
You haven't
they're all
named a
bad.
good one yet.
They're all bad. They're all insane.
But I also feel like karate, martial arts in general, it certainly has its place in black culture as well.
It does.
But I can't think of any action stars that I would associate with
Actively that are promoting the fact that they
that are like
Yeah.
a Steven. Like, is there a black Steven Seagal?
Well, I would say it's Wesley
Wesley
Snipes.
Snipes.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think he wore it.
No, because that's a weird thing white people do.
That's true. Like, I don't think Wesley Snipes is a Buddhist.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if he is, he's not like walking around wearing it on
Right.
his sleeve.
Right, wearing like a
as
fucking
true to
Tibetan
being a
robe
Bu-
or something.
True to being a Buddhist, you shouldn't be wearing that shit on your sleeve. Just walk the way.
White people need to culturally appropriate because our culture is boring as fuck.
It is, well, yeah. I don't know. It's just
I don't know. There's some potato famine or something.
no. That is our culture. Is appropriation.
LARP. We could. There's LARPing.
Other things from this episode, I mentioned it, but this is the first episode where you can see Dinobot's clone skin hanging in Dinobot's quarters. Oh, I meant to say I missed it. Yeah. Apparently, that's in Dinobot's quarters. Dinobot begins the episode by looking at a comparison of Megatron's outposts and the golden disc on the computer screen. Just after this, some Cybertronics text appears on the left. Translated to English, it reads, "They killed Kenny, those bastards," which is really wild since South Park had just started its first season 3 months before the airing of this episode. So
Seems like you could add that pretty quickly.
I guess, yeah.
Last minute.
The title of this episode, Maximal No More, is likely a reference to The Amazing Spider-Man 50 through 52, Spider-Man No More from 1966. You probably know the cover if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's Peter Parker walking away down an alley with the Spider-Man costume and a trash can.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, cool.
I can picture it.
I think they literally did a version of that in one of the Spider-Man movies. I can't remember which one.
It's kind of an iconic cover.
I actually did notice this, but even after changing his activation code, Dinobot very pointedly never says terrorize. I would assume that's purposeful. I don't know.
That is interesting.
I guess established you don't have to say anything to transform.
There's that, or he also more charitably
Just
doesn't
couldn't
want to
get
say.
there.
That's where I had this part about the cheese. When we get the second view through Rattrap's scanner, a small wedge of cheese is rotating in the bottom right corner. That's so weird. I can't believe I didn't notice it the first time I watched this.
I didn't notice it either. It's hard to notice things when you're typing.
Sometimes
notes.
it's hard to notice things like in the same way it's hard to... I was thinking about this today, Caleb. I don't know why my favorite thing you've ever said to me when I'm like, you didn't notice I had this statue over here? And you're like, it's hard to notice things in here sometimes.
Yeah.
That's script deviations.
Indeed it is. Well, how do you guys feel about the scheme? I'll just put mine out there. I wrote down scheme abandoned. I don't know what the scheme was. I feel like Dinobot had a scheme, sort of, but he said...
But, yeah, it did go left.
I'm out on this.
I'm just now really intrigued by the long play of Megatron here.
Yeah, he has a long play.
And so I'm kind of, my attention is drawn to that scheme and impressed at the complexity of where that's going from a writing standpoint,
Well, and also when we see the golden discs and like Dinobot's like, oh yeah, Megatron's placed all these encampments in these places that are on the golden disc, it is alluding to like we're moving towards something. Like this has been going for a while, and this is going to pay off at some point in the end. So yeah, Megatron. It's interesting seeing a Megatron that has a long-term goal.
Yeah, and slowly just building toward it. What good is having the disc for him at this point? I guess we'll see that play out.
Yeah,
he already knows the information, so why is the possession so important?
Don't remember, but yeah, I guess we'll find out. We'll all find out together.
As a team, Team APDC, a brotherhood.
Yes.
A brotherhood without banners. Independent, like Dinobot.
Oh, I thought you were going to bring up Game of Thrones
Game
again.
of Thrones again.
In a way, I am.
Oh, really?
I mean, it is sort of a feudal reference, I think. And that might actually even be a Game of Thrones thing. All right, so, okay, we can...
I'm the ghost of the iconic moment.
I liked the overlay of Megatron's tower mapping and the golden discs.
Yeah.
I've read... I think TF Wiki says that that's going to play out to be pretty meaningless, but it was interesting. It made me feel excited.
If nothing else, even if that plays out to be meaningless, the meaning is it shows you as the viewer that this is like, again, I think it's a very pointed thing of like, this is going somewhere. This is meaningful.
It takes effort to map that out.
Yeah. So there
even
must
if you're
be
just
a reason.
doing it for funsies. I don't know.
He just looked up an Instagram of how to plant your outposts.
Yeah. Just use inspiration from things around you.
What's that?
That's the TikTok music in every Instagram video.
Oh.
You have heard this?
I only hear it's sort of a bubbly noise.
It's like a blob blob.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the begin and end. But like whenever it's AI voice over this tune. You should get this to shampoo your dog. Okay, man.
And it's a somewhat robotic voice.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's an obvious AI voice of like, or I don't know why I'm describing this.
It's okay.
People will know what I'm talking about. Caleb, did you have any iconic moment on this one? I didn't have a whole lot.
Other than the overlay, just like when Dinobot and Rattrap are like staring at each other before that silence while you're waiting for Dinobot to either kill Rattrap or not kill Rattrap.
Yeah,
they're blinking. That's a good one.
So I'm gonna go ahead and Aaron had to
Aaron had to jet real quick. He had to bounce, but
so we're
almost there. We got this.
We're gonna wrap this up. That's the one. Really, I think the go-to also an iconic moment is Megatron or Dinobot giving Megatron the golden disc, which I think is gonna be a drive forward.
It's supposed to play out, right?
This. Yeah, it does.
But
it does.
You were
I know
making me
it does.
nervous.
I don't remember everything about how it plays out, but this whole season is basically building toward Megatron's master plan.
Thing, okay, good. I like that. Puzzle pieces coming together. So what else we got left?
Well, that's the end of the episode, and that's the end of this episode. Next time on the Autopod Decepticast, yes. A mysterious alien sight rises from the void, harboring a device of unimaginable power, and Megatron's eyes blaze with hunger, vowing to seize both for himself, to bend fate, rewrite history, and crush all who dare oppose him. Oh, so stay tuned for that. Oh, I'm also reading that for the first time as just a peek behind the curtain. That's it. If you would like to show support, the simplest way is give us a review. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, like, sub on YouTube. You don't have to do that. We're on Patreon. There are various levels of support. Booty Box starts at the $5 level. We send out a Booty Box every 16, 18 months, and it's full of really fun stuff, much of which we will be selling at TFCon Chicago. In October.
And this episode comes out when? Is this the final episode that comes out prior to us going to TFCon?
No, there's one more.
There will be another one that we have to push out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. The next one, I think it,
but by this point, listeners, get your tickets, take the ride. Come see us in TFCon Chicago. We're going to have a booth.
Yeah.
And we've never done that before. We've certainly done panels there.
We have
love
done
it.
panels.
This will be our first time having a booth. We're going to sell merch. We're going to sell toys, I think. We're going to promote our podcast. We would encourage you to, help us promote, tell people about the show, tell people we're going to be there. We'd love to meet them, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody that follows the show that are going to be there and hanging out. We really enjoy it.
It is kind of exciting. Like, we've never done a merch table before, so we'll actually be, in the merch section and selling our wares.
Ryan, you going to dress up? What are you going to wear?
I've been thinking about this, and I think at least for
because you usually wear a suit.
I do. I feel that might be off-putting sitting behind a table. I feel like it might be weird.
I considered wearing a suit with you, but then I kind of backed off as well. Like
to look like hitmen.
I don't know, just something that stands out.
I think I'm gonna go down. I think I'm gonna do like what I did maybe what I usually do is one night. I think this was our first time at Chicago whenever I cornered Flint Dilley in a bathroom.
That's right.
I didn't corner him.
Then you guys walked outside and were talking while there was someone running a vacuum.
Yeah, for like 20 minutes. I think what I'm going to do is
wear a suit jacket. Wear a suit jacket at least.
We have two T-shirts that we've made, an APDC logo shirt and one that's the Unicron with Orson Welles' face.
Mm-hmm.
And so as I play a planet. So I'm going to bring those two T-shirts. I think I'll probably wear them under blazers.
Okay. Yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to wear. I'm going to wear my branded shirt, but also usually I dress kind of, I peacock a bit for the one way or another for the purposes of the show.
Caleb always has a peacock on his shoulder. It's very difficult to get into the event.
It screeches really loud. It's a little awkward. Yeah, 100%. What else we got going on?
Yeah, so that will be, TFCon October, just in
24th, 25th, 26th.
Yeah, in about a month as of the release of this episode.
Ryan, it's pretty much upon us.
Yeah, I know.
Terrifying.
No, it's great. What are you talking about, buddy?
It's really exciting. I love going, and I know you guys. I'm the everyman. I can't always talk the talk, but I really, really enjoy going to these because for me, it's I enjoy meeting the people that we correspond with, but also it's the whole thing for me is like I lack a lot of the knowledge, and it's really fascinating to me to be involved with the fandom. So I really like going.
Yes, it is, and many people we know are going. Michael Andrews and Mike Seibert, two Mike's Too Furious are coming. We're going to see a bunch of other people.
Josh Powell, maybe, hopefully.
Maybe, and...
come on, Josh, you'd come out.
Yeah, so it is always, when we started the podcast, just getting into the community that is in this, I never thought that it would be as nice as it, or rewarding as it is.
We did not know what this would turn into, and we're so happy that it has turned into what it has turned into.
Yeah. And so some of that merch we'll have at TFCon you can see on our webpage at autopoddecepticast.com/store. And if you would, there are some other ways you can support us. If you would like to have a cocktail featured on an episode of our podcast, you can do that by just sending us $5 hairs to @apodcast on PayPal. Tell me in the notes what you would like me to make on a future episode because I cannot make it on a past one.
Thirsty, money, buy us a drink. Buy us a drink.
And there it is. Oh, God damn it, he fish hooked me.
Gotcha.
He got me. Twitter, Facebook, Threads, Instagram, all of them at APodcast. And if you become a patron at any level, you have access to the notorious APDC Discord, which is where we're most active. Yep. We interact with people all the time there, pretty much constantly. Supplemental materials, videos, links to references, and other variety of fun can be found at this episode's page at autopoddecepticast.com. I'm going to put a bunch of stuff up there, and that is the news of the day.
Dough for Joe.
Oh, I'm sorry. I left out Dough for Joe. Please tell us, Caleb.
Just, give us some money, usually $75. Pick a G.I. Joe episode that you want us to review, and we'll do it. Those are a lot of fun. Everybody has a really good time. And, we consider G.I. Joe basically a sister show of Transformers.
It's in the whole milieu.
It sure is. In that gumbo. So,
that Creole.
Milieu is really good. Etouffee. Yeah, it's a good time. We're stoked. We've got a lot of plans. Come see us in Chicago. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Have them subscribe. Have them join in on the fun.
This is a good episode.
I think so.
All right. Bye.
Pistols at dawn.
Is the sponsor of Autopod Decepticast. Yes.